Sean, you've had a few days with your staff and players to debrief Bradford. What's come out of that so far?
Yeah, it was a tough game. We expected a tough game against Bradford. There's a lot of learnings from that game, and hopefully we can fix it up this weekend. So, don't want to go into too much detail, but yeah, beauty about sport and rugby league. If we can get back on the horse against Hunslet this week.
How easy or otherwise is it to pick the players up mentally after something like that? It was a bit flat afterwards. The players were very, very disappointed. Are they back bouncing this week?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, you know, it should be a good week, hopefully, and yeah, I think we need to set the record straight this week, and come back with a bounce, against Hunslet, and that'll be our focus. More focusing on us this week.
Injury-wise, it was difficult to kind of deduce straight after the Bradford game how bad it was, but there were two or three. So can we just have a look at them? Ryan Lannon's rib injury was clearly not right, and then Elwar and I think Ted Chaplow were the other three. So where are we with those three this week?
So with Ted Chaplow, he needs an operation on his finger, so he won't be available this week. He's pushed through it for the last 5 weeks for us. Ultimately, his season's finished this year. Elwar picked up a dead calf, and he had to come off the field, so I don't think he'll be available this week. He'll be good to go next week against York. And Ryan Lannon his ribs, so I think another probably a few days rest will Ryan, and again he'll be good to go next week. But like I say, I've mentioned next week a few times, but we're concentrating on this week 100%. So we know that there's no gimmies in the champ, and Hunslet's just come off a bye, so they were fresh, and we need to make a bit of a statement to how we're going to play this week.
Yeah, on that, what will you be wanting to see from your team? It's a very, very different kind of game, away at Bradford, at home against Hunslet, with all due respect to Hunslet, who are in the same competition, of course. But what do you want to see from your players this week that perhaps you didn't see last week?
Yeah, I think probably just getting down to the fundamentals and making sure our completion is pretty high. We're asking a lot of questions with the ball. We're back at home on a good surface, a good track, wide pitch. So actually playing our brand of rugby. But really focusing on our kick chase, our defence and yardage, and then just some edge connections in defence as well. So yeah, there's a few things go out there. I know I've mentioned a lot, but we'll have 2 good sessions this week. We'll crack on, and I'm sure we'll fix a lot of things going forward.